Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 88. Today we're going to be taking a look at a really cool piece of hardware, something you don't really see every day. This is a Brownells BRN-180, and this is their take on the famous AR-180, which is the civilian version of the Armalite AR-18. I know, AR-18? What the heck? A lot of people, when you hear them say that, you're like, what in the world is going on here? Yes, Eugene Stoner originally did prefer piston over a gas system. So this is a piston operated AR upper. It is compatible with standard AR lowers. The cool thing about it is because all of the guts and components and recoil assembly and everything is built into the upper, you can actually run a folding style stock on this if you want. This is a VZ58 adapter that Chad has dropped a VZ58 stock on. So it's a little bit of east meets west, so to speak, which is really cool. It does have some modern enhancements which make it much more functional than some of the original units and a lot more fun to run on modern AR uppers. So it's a little old meets new, okay, in terms of the way that it's set up. It uses a pair of guide rods for the recoil assembly. The handle is reciprocating and it reciprocates along with the bolt. It's a relatively massive bolt body. The handguard has a quick release like little U-bracket here for taking the handguard on and off, which makes it really easy. They send this particular upper out with a pair of different cups in here to shoot suppressed and unsuppressed. Since we're running an OSS Helix on this particular gun, we don't really have to worry about back pressure quite as much. So we have the standard cup in it, but it is completely, adjustable to be able to set up to shoot any way you want. We're going to shoot the gun a little bit, have a little bit of fun, and talk as we go. We're obviously feeding off of STANAG AR-15P mags here, no big deal. You can run whatever trigger you want, so you get the functionality of being able to use whatever you want on your AR lower, but having the cool retro aspect of having this style of upper. And the thing is, because there's no T-handle, this upper really does suppress quite nicely as well, and you don't get any gas blowback in the face, which is really cool. And it sounds really good too, So let's give it a listen with the OSS and just take some shots here. Just go for 100 at first, I guess. We just got a little 3-power ACOG on here. I figured this was a nice setup for this. Now, you can get these also in shorter lengths too, which is cool. You can get different barrel lengths. Neat stuff. We're running some of the Norma 55 grain tactical, this stuff here. And we're getting 3240 feet per second, and that's 1,282 foot-pounds of energy. That's cool that they publish data on there. All right, 200. $250.
Shooting great. That was right over the top of the head. There we go. So nice.
Shooting fantastic.
Great.
Okay, 300 yards. All right, last round bolt hold open. The charging handle is very unique. Okay, it is fixed. It doesn't really rotate or anything. These guns were always kind of quirky and weird and interesting. And I know Armalite back in the day used to have a gun called the 180B, which is a much more simplified version of this. They weren't really super robust. They didn't hold up really, really well, and they were made during the assault weapons ban, so they have a lot of dumb features that people don't really appreciate. This does have a threaded muzzle that's 1/2x28. We're wearing the OSS adapter, but I wanted to show they did actually go through the trouble of making a 180 style brake for this particular gun. So it does have a bit of a flat in there that works very much like an AK brake, which is just a flat and the gases divert. But it's also sort of a flash hider in a way too, the way that works, okay? So that's really cool that they went with the original article of design. So they did add some modern enhancements over the originals, such as a flat top rail system, which is definitely not something you would have seen on one of the originals. So with this nice flat top Picatinny rail, you could run clip-ons if you wanted to run this thing suppressed or whatever and have clip-on capability for nighttime use, hog hunting, what have you, you could certainly do that. The folding VZ8 adapter gives you the ability to stow this thing a little bit better, especially with a shorter barrel. This would be a really great SBR or pistol build. If you could do a folding brace or something, would really be handy for getting in and out of the truck when you're hunting and things like that. We're going to shoot the gun a little bit more. I'll go ahead and open the stock up. You just push this button here and kind of just comes loose there. And that's off of a Czech VZ58. I'm going to shoot the gun a little bit more here. All right, and this is a Anderson lower that this gun's running on. A little Poverty Pony action going on. And you know, those dual recoil guide rods that are in there, it is a dual rod system. That bolt moves straight on a linear axis, straight back. It doesn't have any bolt tilt. So I'd imagine for like functionality, that helps with, you know, probably reliability, maybe even accuracy. And man, I just love the fact that despite now, you know, we are running the OSS on here, which helps with the back pressure, but even with a less worthy can in terms of being, you know, able to mitigate back pressure, this type of receiver, you shouldn't really get any gas back in your face.
Well, being piston too, you know, a lot of it stays up in the gas system.
That's right, Chad.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna go for it again out of 3. This thing's shooting boringly good, even with a little 3-power optic here.
It is. That recoil impulse of that thing is super smooth too.
Even with this VZ58 stock, it's not bad.
Yep. Center man.
It's a Geisley SSA
Yeah.
in this, yeah. Such a great trigger. All right, going for the half-size D28 on the left. That's a smaller target. Let's try to get that coyote there.
Coyote. I think he hit the back. Right under his neck. There you go.
No, not at all, not at all. The barrel profile, definitely not what I would consider a pencil weight by any stretch. I would love to see one of these uppers like in a shorter configuration, like maybe a 12.5 inch or something like that. You know, and I do like the minimalist M-LOK handguard. I didn't happen to check to see if they did these in key mod or not. I know, you know, this one's M-LOK obviously. The handguard does add a bit of weight, and I'm noticing too that there is a good bit of heat in this area right here, obviously. And that heat is definitely, you know, there's a lot of mass right here and it draws heat away. Okay, so like the chamber, the barrel's probably running a lot cooler, but it gets really, really hot right here. Even just after that 30 round mag, it's definitely warm. So if you were gonna, you know, use this thing in a hunting situation or whatever, I'd probably recommend some of those M-LOK inserts you get, the little rubber guys that kind of just go in there. They help, you know, keep some of that heat off your fingers a little bit, or maybe wear gloves. But man, in like a hunting situation, if you're gonna use an AR-15 for hunting purposes, and especially if you're gonna run it suppressed, okay, having that full real estate up there for just a good flat top and running whatever you wanna run, like maybe an M-LOK adapter rail piece with like a bipod or something, to be able to get in and out of a truck with a short package, this is a great AR-15 truck gun, I guess, type thing that you would wanna run. And I think for a hunting situation would be really handy for getting in and out of vehicles, in and out of the Polaris, your ATV or something like that. Kind of getting that retro thing on, but also kind of taking a nod towards the modern side of things too. So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We wanted to give you kind of a quick look at the 180. It's a really neat setup. And we've been trying to put this OSS Helix through its paces and really test this thing. And Chad and I both have shot this suppressor on a wide variety of different guns with a wide variety of different barrel lengths. and it performs excellent. And it doesn't require any type of change in the gas system. You can drop it on anything and it mitigates back pressure, and you don't really have to set the gun up any different. So they've got a winner with that can. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I know Chad's been liking it too. But all in all, really cool setup, and it's something that you don't really see every day. It's not a real common type of AR upper, so we thought we'd show it off today. Definitely thank all of you guys for watching today's video, and want to say special thanks to all our Patreon supporters, all the folks who purchase man cans, t-shirts over on the website. All the funds we earn off of those types of purchases go right back to supporting the channel. So thank you guys so much for being a part of it and seeing value in what we do. Many more videos on the way. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.